Right. Right, today I'm taking a break from the secret garden paintings and moving back towards semi-abstract landscapes. And you'll see on this one that I have I've just undercoated with a crimson red, which you sort of think, why bother? But it does actually affect it. It's quite surprising how the underpainting can affect the colours. Something to do with physics, and as it bounces from the surface out, something happens with the colour. Wouldn't even like to think I could explain it, to be fair. Don't think I've got that in my vocabulary. In fact, I definitely haven't. So I'm up to about the working the second layer, just with acrylic and a relatively big brush, filbert bristle. Yep. And not using much medium, sort of scrumbling in a bit here, just to get the basic shapes and underneath, because I might make this quite a mixed media work. Quite nice scrumbling in. Try and keep those darks. Need to go back with the darks there. And I might need a real dark in there somewhere. And sort of working thirds compositionally. But I tend to, oh gosh, I'm not traditional, so I scrumble away, building up, and then work back in, get rid of stuff. There's something about that red undercoat, though, that seems to work. Oh, we haven't got anyone talking away to us today, which is a bit of a shame. Right, a bit more of that transitional. No, I want that to be there, don't I? Maybe just lighten that up a bit. Try and keep quite free with the brush strokes. I mean, I'm not after some photographic memory, it's shapes, the shapes and the relationships here. And it's nice just building up. Oh. Hi. Hi, wherever you're from. I'm in way down in New Zealand on a late spring Tuesday afternoon today. Just trying to extend that up so I had some hard edges, soft edges. And you want the eye to travel a bit as we build up. Definitely don't want too many hard edges in this one. And I'm definitely not working light to dark or anything like that. I'm sort of playing around at this point, as I'm not sure whether I'll go over with oil paint once I get to a certain point. So we want some direction happening here and there. Let's bring that in. Oh, more yellow ochre than that. Sort of a darker green in there. I want a line going there. Talking to myself again. Apologies. Part of doing this. And something cutting it there. Quite like a sweep here. And we need it dark over there. Get it dark enough. Oh, yep, sort of dark enough at this stage. Need to be darker than that. You might well put this down now, and then so this is I think it's about a 30 by 20 canvas that I'm working on, 30 by 20 inches. And as I've said, I'm just scrumbling in, just getting the basics mapped out really. Map out the basics. Try to use a relatively limited colour palette on this one. And I'm just going to scrape in some. These will go, these lines, by the time I work into it, but it's just quite fun to add some different lines in. Oops, didn't want to go that far. Definitely need some darker values in here. It's looking very just one value at the moment. Get a bit more on here. Too much green. Doesn't matter. Underpaint, underpaint, underpaint. Just try and change the direction of the brush a bit too. Soften the edge. Crisscross a bit maybe. in there. Two, one, two. Yep. So underpainting, just enjoying getting the paint down quickly, not too much sort of thinking involved. Not using any transparents much here. Oh, getting some quite nice the underpainting coming through by just dry brushing and cross-hatching with the brush. Quite like that. You might not be able to be picking it up the camera, but actually it's got some quite nice colour things happening. Yes. But the soft edges come in. Yeah, not too shabby at this stage. I want to make this darker. Darker down there. Keep lightening up a bit down here. And oops. Don't add too much white at this stage. Yeah. Made a bit of progress already in a short time. Quite nice. Not as dark as I want it, but let's just establish that a bit more. Good fun. So the old acrylic for me takes about 3 to 4 layers. It really just disappears before you know it. It just disappears. Okay. More yellow ochre needed. So trying to have a very limited palette on this one. Just slowly build it up. Yellow ochre. White. Give this a bit more solidity. So I want that to come down. No hard edges at this stage, just soft scrumbling in, overlaying. So this is part of my, what I'm calling my scape series. Landscape, seascape, urban scape, coastal scape, all sort of blending. Scape, escape, escape. What's more needed there? Oh, I don't know, but this acrylic just does dry so quick. Very annoying, very, very annoying. And I've tried wet palette. Yeah. And a bit more there. Yeah. There. Yeah. Okay, that will probably do us today. What have we done? Just a bit of an undercoat. Yeah, a bit different. Next time I'll start to bring in some hard edges and transparency. This is all I've been using today, just a filbert bristle to scrumble in the general shapes, colour relationships. Yeah. Okay, thanks for popping in, anyone who's come in today. See you next time.